Oh, hey guys, Boston fan back with another video to document my collecting journey. Today I'm making a video about one of my newest PC pickups. If you follow my channel at all, you know that this year I have been very conservative in my spending and really focusing on cards that I've won for a long time. So I wanted to show off my newest one, which is not this, the Bob Feller, but it comes with a story. So this card, I got TTM. It was one of my first TTMs, or in my first round of TTMs, circa like say 1997. And I sent Bob Feller probably an index card. I didn't have anything of his at the time, and he sent this card back, and I thought it was fabulous. It was awesome. I loved the look of it. Didn't know much about it. Couldn't tell if it was real. You know, I was in middle school or high school at the time. I couldn't tell if it was actually an old card or a reprint until obviously I saw it back here. It's 1997, but I remember at first being, not really looking, being like, oh my God, is this real? So this is a 1997 Topps card. It's an insert card, supposedly called like rookie flashbacks or something. Obviously this isn't his rookie card, but it is his first Topps card. This is a remake of the 1951 Topps red back cards. They kept the red back mostly the same, but they kind of stretched it out on the front. And so I've just loved this card since then. This being my first Feller autograph. And I just thought it was so cool that he sent me a card when I didn't have a card. It's one of the first times it happening. There is an inserted autograph version of this, which would have the top stamp. This doesn't have the top stamp, so it's just one of the regular insert cards that he signed for me. It was a great TTM success. It was totally awesome. I'm totally excited to have it. But it made me fall in love with this card. And it's just kind of been on the back of my mind for years and years and years. Well, this year, as I'm focusing on what are the cards that I care about, that mean something to me, the red back came onto my list, and they're one of the more expensive cards in the set, or the Feller is at least. So I've just been kind of following it for a couple of years, and this year really paying attention, and one came up for a very reasonable price, and I was able to pick it up in a 4, and I just think this card is so cool. It's, really bright. I don't know why it gets a 4. There's like maybe a little indentation there and there. Centering on the back, I guess, is off, but it just looks great to me. A little bit about this set. So it was Topps really their first foray into baseball cards. It was, by all accounts, a flop. They tried to make it into a game, hence the strike. And then you'd have other things like ball, foul ball, pop up, whatever. And they're hoping it would catch on. Kids would want to do something more with the card than just keep it in their pocket. But kids, of course, just wanted the candy. They didn't care so much about the cards. And apparently the candy in the 51 Topps were kind of gross from what I've researched. So there were 52 cards, just like a regular card deck, in each series. So the first series was red back like this, and then there's a blue back variation, not a variation, a blue back set, different players. Has the number right here, so this is number 22 in a series of 52. Blue back is numbered the same way. A little bit of biographical information here, and then you have the game there. But it really didn't do well. And so from what I've read, this actually kind of fired up Topps because they knew that baseball cards was the way to go to help sell candy, good incentive. And so this kind of lit a fire under them to hire and get Cy Berger, who's actually pretty famous, working on the 1952 Topps set because this was such a flop. They wanted something that worked, and they were very determined to get into the baseball card business. And so then that produced, obviously, probably the most famous Topps set, the 1952 Topps set. The red back and blue back would appear. You could get them in a 2-card kind of panel. You can see it has the perforations down the bottom, or they would come in single without attachments. They'd come either in 1 or 2-card packs, but they still had the perforations down there, regardless of whether they were attached or not. All the cards had the perforations. Mine, has them pretty solid, so I think it's good. Not much to say on this other than I think it's a really cool looking card. To me, looking back on the retro design and just how it looks, seems like a really cool, really awesome design. And I'm surprised it flopped, but who knows? You know, maybe they didn't like the colors. They are kind of bland, but in a cool way now, looking back at a 1951 card, I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, glad to add this to the collection. It's in a 4. Again, I just look usually for crease-free, nice presenting cards. So a 4, a 3, whatever, doesn't particularly matter, just how the card looks to me. But really glad to add this to my collection. It's my first Playing Days Bob Feller card. I'll probably add a couple more, not this year, but in some future years, I'll put a couple more Bob Feller cards. There are a couple nice ones that I like. But glad to add Bob Feller to the vintage collection. Glad to add this. You know, I've been a fan of this card since I got this in 1997, maybe 98. I don't remember what year exactly. But I got it when I was a kid, and that autograph card's been in my collection since. And nice to add its original counterpart to it. So yeah, that's what I got for today. Another, you know, important card for me personally added to my collection. It's a good day. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. I'd like to know if anyone else out there collects these red or blue backs or has any other information that I didn't share. Again, I think it's a cool set, cool images. And I'm glad to have the Feller, which is one of the better cards. I know Barra is in, I think, the redback set. A handful of Hall of Famers spread throughout the 2 series. But it's a cool set, great ad for my collection. And anyways, I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.